All right. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? I think the most important thing is just hearing. Can anyone hear me at all? If anyone is here, say hey. If anyone is here, say ho. If anyone is here, say ha. If anyone is here, say yee. But regardless if anyone could hear me or not, I am currently, hey Toaster Fricker, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have fricked a few toasters before you got here. But like I said, I'm trying something a little different with the streaming. I'm trying to do vertical streaming. I've been curious about that ever since they've introduced it. And I know it's something you could do with with YouTube, like on your phone, streaming there. But I've always thought that it would be very interesting to try it out on like the computer. Jimmy Dean's pork sausage or Bob Evans pork sausage. Just the pork sausage itself, or is this like including other things, like if it was put inside of a sandwich, like a breakfast sandwich or something? Because I can't even say anything about Bob Evans because I've never tried that. I didn't even know that was a thing by themselves. Okay, well, I guess Jimmy Dean's for me has to win by default because I think that's the only one that I've ever tried, like at least in recent memory. I do remember having Jimmy Dean's like breakfast sandwiches, and I'm a big sausage fan. I love me some sausage, and it tasted pretty good. You know, I could actually taste the sausage alongside everything else, and it was very flavorful, very tasty. Reminded me a lot of McDonald's. And man, that talk about sausages and like McDonald's makes me want some like McDonald's breakfast. That stuff goes hard. But yeah, like I said, since I'm trying this thing out right now, I'm curious about how it's being like outputted to you guys. Are you guys currently in a vertical like format? Does this actually take you to YouTube Shorts? Because I'm trying to go on my phone, and I'm scared to go on my phone because I don't want to hear myself. Oh, that's how it's being outputted. Oh, what? Come on. I guess it's just 16:9. Oh well. Oh well. But like to me, it's actually 9:16, which is the vertical standard for shit like, you know, on the internet, like for YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all that. But for you guys, it's just super squished. I didn't intend for that. It looks so bad. It looks so horrible. But whatever. We'll ride. We can't really change it anyways now that we're streaming. We'll just go on like nothing's happening. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. It's Friday night, as to be expected. I usually don't stream on Friday nights because usually the house is very busy around that time. But thankfully, no one's here, so I'm able to hang out and stream, something that I haven't really had a chance to do for, say like a week or so. It's been a minute, I feel like. I'm playing Mafia 3. People hated this game, but honestly, I think it's really good. Yeah, honestly, I don't hate it or anything. I've never played it, but the only reason I know about Mafia 3 is because that one video where the kid was playing the game and he was playing like single player or whatever, and he was just walking around, and then his mom like bursts in like through the door and just says like, "You're shitting yourself. You get to the bathroom." He's like, "No, right now, Mom." She's like, "Your shit is coming out of your ass." I feel like that's Mafia 3's, like, disregarding its quality or anything, I feel like that's probably Mafia 3's legacy, whether anyone wants it to be or not. And personally, I think it's the funniest way to remember a game because of stuff like that. Oh God, what an iconic video. I don't care if it's got to be staged. It has to be staged. I don't care if it was staged or not. It's so hilarious. Oh God, not that. I'm sorry. That's just like how the general public remembers this game is through that video. That legendary, amazing video, which I'm pretty sure has been like nominated for some sort of Academy Award for Best Acting. and best supporting actor. The mom going to the mom. But yeah, it's Friday night. I was working on the storyboards for Silly Billy, and so far it's going pretty good. I'm about, I want to say, like a third of the way through. I'm almost like a third of the way through, but the next few storyboards, thankfully, since the way that I structured everything, should be pretty simple and pretty quick to do, which I'm looking forward to, because I know I'm going to like speed through that. And I have like 11 pages of storyboards, and I'm currently on almost on the fourth one, I believe. I think I need one more like shot until I go into the fourth page. And then after that, it'll be smooth sailing. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to take a break. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking a break, needing to talk, especially since I haven't really talked all day. I know my brother came by, but that really wasn't too much in terms of socializing. So this is why you guys are here. To let me bounce words off of you and make myself feel better to actually have someone to talk to. Also, thank you for the 3 likes, by the way. Let's see, what should we talk about? I know we could talk about Halloween, but I feel like we've already done so already last stream. Oh, I know what we could talk about. So recently, in fact, I think maybe like less than a week ago, I've learned that we have a bit of a rat infestation. So I've currently been working on that. Hey, John Knight, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just talking right now. I'm talking about the rat infestation that's going on at my house right now. And it's really not that bad. It's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but there's a rat. I think it might be just a singular rat, maybe 2 or so. Definitely not like a bunch. God, I hope there's not a bunch. But last weekend I came across some like rat droppings, and they're way different compared to mouse droppings. At first, I thought it was a mouse dropping, but I was like, wait a second, this is a bit too big for a mouse. And then I came to the conclusion that it was a rat, and lo and behold, I was right. I remember like a few days after that, I ended up coming across one. It was like hanging out on the water heater, and I just saw it scurrying around everywhere, and I was just like, what the fuck? Oh, God, it scared it was so frightening. It was probably the scariest thing that's going to happen like in this entire month, like even including Halloween and whatever scary stuff I might like watch or indulge in. Currently the frames are, what the heck, what's going on with the frames? Oh my God. This happened like when I started streaming too, so I don't know what's going on. It's annoying though. I wonder if I could fix that. There it goes. I'm very sorry about that, everybody. I don't know why I'm dropping frames hella, but I guess I am. Here I go. Over almost 2,000 dropped frames too. That's so sad. Come on, YouTube. Come on, OBS. You're better than this. There we go. Back to normal. We're back in the green. That's where we belong. Sorry about that. I don't think it really showed anyways. You probably heard a difference right now, but yeah, I was dropping frames. I don't know if anyone missed what I was talking about right now, but yeah, we had a bit of turbulence connection wise, but we're all good right now, hopefully. That happened at the start of the stream, and thankfully I was able to mitigate that by not going live until after the frames like finished dropping. And now we're all in the clear. Let me talk about my horrible rat story now. So yeah, and as the week went on, I tried to think about ways to like take down the rat. Not really take down the rats. I don't really want to kill rats. Like occasionally at like my friend's house that I would stay over at, there would be like cases of mice, like traversing through the house and stuff, like going around trying to eat like food, going inside the pantry, leaving a bunch of poop everywhere. It's annoying, but there'd be cases where that would happen. So what they would do is they would put down a sticky mouse trap, which is probably the most maybe not the most inhumane, but it's certainly up there. But like, anyways, you could probably you could probably discern what's going to happen with the sticky mouse trap, but it's really bad, and it's very disturbing to see them stuck on the trap and just like squeaking for dear life and trying to like get free, but they're just too weak for that. And like we got those for our infestation. We got those sticky mouse traps, but the thing is that they're not mice, it's rats. So they're far too big, and in fact, one of them eventually did get stuck onto one, but I don't think it was enough to stop them, and they were able to like take it around, and they got it like stuck on like one of our bikes and stuff, and I knew for a fact that it wasn't gonna like stop them. And after like trying that twice, I don't know why I tried it the second time. One of the few things that I'll agree with Pete on is that glue traps are, they're awful, dude. They are so bad. I don't know if they're like, well, they're definitely not illegal, right? Because they're being sold in stores, but like they should be illegal because of, it's so horrible. And like, what are you supposed to do after the rat or the mouse, I mean, gets trapped in the glue trap? You can't free them because you'll get stuck in the glue too. So like the only thing you can really do is just throw the trap in the garbage, and depending on like the season and stuff, that could be horrible for the mouse. That mouse would not just like, if you had a regular trap, you know, like the ones you see in cartoons and stuff that like snap down on the rat and their neck and kill them instantly, that's bad, but that is at least a much quicker death than what can happen with a mouse that gets stuck on a glue trap, because there's not much you can do. You could let it, oh God, and there would be some points where there would be like multiple like mice stuck on there, and some of them would be dead. So there might be one that's alive, but like right next to it, staring it in the face, is a dead mouse just looking at it with its like lifeless eyes. And it's so sad. It's horrible. And I would have to have my friend like throw them away from me, because I just can't do it. I'm not strong enough, like that Mr. Incredible meme. I can't like with good conscience take that trap and throw it into a trash can during 100-degree heat. Oh God, that makes me feel so bad. So I don't like that idea, and I'm kind of glad that the glue traps don't work. So what we ended up doing is we kind of had to go nuclear. I didn't really want to, but like we kind of just assumed that it would be the best course of action. We got rat poison, and we spread that around, and so far I don't know if it's affected them yet. I know that like I would go in there like every now and then throughout the day just to check and see what's going on with the trap. And I would see that it would be like, you know, shifted around a bit. Like the pellets and stuff would be like moved around. There'd be like little spaces where it would look like their snout would go and like, you know, gobble down on the poison. And so I think they are eating it, but I so far have not been finding any corpses. So I don't know if it's affecting them. I kind of don't want it to, because that's also a very bad way to kill them. There's no easy way to really like take care of pests like that. I mean, there are some ways. Like my favorite one is I saw this TikTok a while back, but it stuck with me because of how much like, you know, I appreciated the way that they handled their pests, which were like mice, I believe. I think it was mice or rats, one of the two. But they have a did you catch the rat? I don't know, Dorky Denny. What's going on? How are you doing? I'm currently streaming right now to take a break from silly Billy storyboards. Cats can help. Cats can help. And we do have a cat. But the thing is, that cat is so fat and useless and stupid, and I hate it, that I don't even really want to try and rely on it. Also, the fact that it's going on inside of the garage, which is not a very good place to leave a cat, especially in this California weather. Like, I know it's starting to like cool down a bit, but I'd still feel really bad, even though I hate that cat to death. It is just a baby. It is. So I can't let it die inside of like the garage trying to find a rat that it may never show up. Also, I think the rats are trying to take to like being, you know, up and away from the ground, because I think they're starting to see that that's like a dangerous location. So these things are too freaking smart. They don't. I have a mouse trap or like a glue trap on the ground, and they never touched it at all. Those things, they think they're like Dreamcasts. They're so aware of their surroundings, and it's scary. It's not like mice where they will accidentally just like go into it because they're just like, oh, it smells sweet on this trap right here. Let me go on it. Oh no, I'm trapped. They're not like that. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with like New York rats. I heard those things are like, they're practically like citizens. They have their own like rights and stuff. That's what I've heard. But so far, that's how everything's been going with my rat situation. Maybe I might consider putting the cat in there just to see if it can do something, but I kind of doubt it because that cat is lazy AF. And also, since the rats are usually like crawling around on the walls and stuff. Have you tried? That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Denny. That's what I wanted to talk about, the bucket trap. So anyways, going back to that, I saw a TikTok about the bucket trap, and basically what that is it's this bucket that is filled with like some sort of food, sugar, I don't know what it is, but something that attracts like rodents and stuff. And so they have the bucket, and laying on the bucket is a something flat, something that these rodents can like crawl on, like a plank or like, I don't know, like drywall or something. I don't know, whatever a rat can use to like walk up it, they can have on there. And so what will happen is the rats or mice or whatever will, get curious because they smell like, something tasty, and they're just like, ooh, there might be some food in here. And then they, walk up the plank, and they jump off into the bucket, and then they realize that they can't get out. And that's probably the most humane trap that I've ever come across. It's so ingenious. It's so thoughtful. And also, you don't have to kill anything with it. And unfortunately, I don't have a bucket. Maybe I should work on that. Maybe I should go like to Home Depot or whatever and get one myself. Then like pour an entire thing of like sugar and salt and like I don't know what else like rats would be interested in, like maybe Doritos or something. Pour it all into the bucket and just hope to God that it catches them. It's insanely high. I wouldn't be surprised considering that it includes like actual food or whatever. I would assume that it would be like a 100% guarantee capture rate. But yeah, until then, until I get a bucket, I'll just have to just fantasize about catching rats that way. But it's certainly something that I'll keep in mind since I've been thinking about it for so long. God, I hate having to deal with all these pests and stuff. I just hate that there's not many like ways that I could capture them without it being inhumane. That's what I'm scared of. Oh God, if the bucket imagine, oh God, dude, imagine having to deal with that bucket. Like, just like fast forward, all of the rats and mice and what have you are captured in the bucket. Like, oh God, we're dropping frames. Fucking hell, what's up with the frame drops? This is so annoying. Maybe I could fix it by doing this. Hold on. I'm going to stop streaming really quick and see if I could. I don't know if I can. Can I? Maybe I can. No, I don't think I can. But yeah, we currently had some drop frames right now. Don't worry, we are all good. We should be back in the clear. But going back to, hey Rodrigo, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. And by a while, I mean like a week ago. That's the last time I seen you guys. But just imagine dealing with that bucket. You just go to pick it up, and then you just like, carrying it over to like, God no. And what the heck are you supposed to do with the, okay, what the hell are you supposed to do with a bucket full of rats? Okay, you got the rats, they're all captured, all good, but then what? Then what do you do? What do you kill them? No, you can't kill them because that negates literally the entire reason of the bucket method being used for then and there. You can't like take it out into the street because I don't know, that seems just as bad because they could spread around everywhere. And also, I would be really scared if they like jump and like bite you and stuff. Even if you have a glove, I'd still be very scared, and I do not want to get bit by like a freaking rat. I do not want to spread the black plague. Fly them to New York. They probably have like, they probably have tickets and stuff. They probably have round trip too to be able to go to and from New York. So maybe I could do that. I could put them on a plane. I'm just imagining like a flight attendant just like buckling them up and like asking them like what kind of drinks they want, and they're just like, I'd like a Sunny D, please. Doing good. That's good to hear. One time I saw a rat when I work at TJ Maxx, and I told the manager that, and the trap killed it. Oof, man. Rats at like restaurants and other places sounds probably worse, because there's chances that they might not even care really. I remember that happened once, like at a I don't want to really say which place I worked at, but it wasn't rats, it was like cockroaches and stuff. And there would like occasionally be like cockroaches and baby cockroaches too. And they'd say, just stomp on them, whatever. Hopefully we'll be able to, get some pest controls to come over and stuff. And they never did. As far as I know, I would ask occasionally. I'd be like, did they ever come over? Because, I'm still seeing like, baby cockroaches and stuff. And that's really bad. You shouldn't be seeing baby cockroaches, especially at restaurants. That's the worst possible, like, kind of cockroaches to see there. I'd rather see big cockroaches than anything, even if it means that, they have way more surface area and way more chances and way more speed to be able to like catch me and stuff. I'd rather see that than baby ones, because that's a bad sign right there. That means that they're spawning from somewhere. Someone planted their spawn nearby. It's like I'm playing like Counter-Strike all over again. I'm gonna go spawn camp them. I go over there with my op and I just keep headshotting them over and over again, and they keep spawning. And then I hear like a little like 12-year-old over the microphone going like, "Stop it, stop!" Every single time I shoot them, and then they come back to life. That'd be fun. Anyways, what else is there to talk about? Really not much, huh? I mean, I pretty much like exhausted everything. I think the only like exciting thing that's happened so far this weekend is I think like the rat stuff, and I guess the Silly Billy stuff, but that's not really exciting. No one really wants to hear about, like, they want to see the video. They don't want to hear about the video being worked on. That's not fun. 10-year-old kids can't focus on that. Now, can they? I mean, they probably could, but they'd be like, "This is boring. I want to see the video already," or what have you. But yeah, I guess we chilling. Does anyone have any topics that we should talk about at all? I'm taking anything. I know some people really like to try and change the subject, so I'm open to it right here, right now. Go on. Don't be shy. I know you guys usually try to ask a lot of the times, "Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? Konbanwa? Konnichiwa?" I don't know if you're Japanese or not. Nihongo? Ego? Japanese? English? Not sure. Today is Zeno Robinson's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Mr. Robinson. Good on him. He voiced Junpei in Persona 3 Reload, and he did a really good job at that. In fact, I feel like I might like him a bit. I know it's not really a high bar to clear, but I think I like him better than Vic Mignogna's performance. But then again, not the highest bar to clear, but I think he did a really good job in the role. He did a very good job in the role, along with everybody else. Damn, that reminds me, I do need to beat the answer. I really do. I haven't even played it yet. I have never played the answer for Persona 3 FES or Reload at all. Like the furthest I would go would be seeing like the intro cutscene, and then I would like see like the part where Fuka like walks around and she's got like a phone or whatever, and she's like talking and stuff. That's as far as it would go for me. But after that, that's it. That's all I would see every single time. And I think the thing that would push me away the most is the fact that everyone says that it sucks. And every single time I like think about the answer, I just be like, "Oh, that would be fun. Maybe not. Is college worth it? I can't think of a topic. I just saying randomly. No, that's okay. That's fine. You know, you don't got to worry about saying it randomly. That's pretty much what everybody else says, anyways. Whenever they try to ask me, well, do you like Skibbity Toilet or whatever? And I'm like, sure, but I'm currently talking about something else. Please stay on the topic or whatever. But is college worth it? I've talked about this last week, and I gotta say, just keeping it short and simple, since I've already elaborated on this. Yes and no, and I think your answer truly depends on what you want your career to be and how far you're willing to push that career. Because college is a necessity depending on like what your major is and what you want to do, right? Like the same example I used before was, if you want to be like an attorney, you can't really like do that unless you are educated and you take classes and you pass like the the exams that you need to. But for example, let's say if you wanted to be an artist or something, if you wanted to be like a storyboard artist, or if you want to be just like a sculptor, if you want to be just something artsy, it really depends. If you want to be artsy, then maybe you don't really need to go to college. If you want to do something that requires like, STEM stuff like math, engineering, technology, science, then yes, you have to absolutely go to college. And it would be definitely worth it. I don't know if anybody could really become like a scientist without any sort of like college degree or what have you. Papin, what's going on? Did you play Shadow Generations? No, I have not, but I heard many, many good things about it. I heard it was well worth the $50 price tag. That's such a crazy price tag, by the way. Thanks for the invite. Don't mention it, dude. Do not mention it. Anything. I have to try and be a very good role model because there's a lot of young people that are watching me, and I cannot steer them away from the goodness that they're set for, that I hope they're set for. I don't know. Maybe they could become like the next John Wayne Gacy or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's crazy that Shadow Generations costs $50 freaking dollars. Like, for the most part, I heard that the Shadow Generations is like only 5 hours long, 5 or 6 hours, depending on like how much you want to replay it, I guess. And then like the other half, which I'm assuming is way more meaty than Shadow Generations. It's just like that game has been around for like ages. If anything, are people like blowing stuff up out there? I heard like explosions or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's like some dude like going crazy like in their car or whatever. There's a mall nearby. I'd recommend. I heard a lot of great things about it. I'd love to try it out. I'm a big fan of Sonic Generations. I'm not the biggest fan of playing Sonic games. Like, I like him as a character, and I like, all the other characters. I think they're very well designed. They're very, cute, fun, stuff like that. But yeah, outside of like the retro games like 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and Sonic Generations, I don't really play anything like else Sonic related. Sonic Generations was like a really good game. Such a big fan. And we are losing hella frames. What is up with the frames? My God. This is the third time, or maybe even the fourth time. I don't know. It could have even happened like before the first time, technically. You kind of mentioned me as an artist. I'm flattered, right? Hold on. I'm holding on until the frames stop dropping. My God. They keep dropping the frames. Stop it, man. Please. I'm flattered. That wasn't really my intention to mention you as an artist. I was just using it as an example, but I guess what frames? So for OBS right now, it's showing that, well, it's not showing it right now, but like a moment ago, it was showing that I was dropping frames, and usually it demonstrates that by saying that there's 3 bars, almost kind of like for like cellular network service where you have like the 5 bars, but for this it's like 3 bars. And currently I'm in the green right now. I got like 3 green bars, but it would go down to 1 bar and it would be red, which shows that I don't have a really good connection, which means I end up dropping frames. And that means, like, I guess it doesn't really matter for this kind of stream, but that would mean that the stream would look choppy and stuff. It would look choppy. It might sound choppy. It might stop for some people, etc. Basically, it just makes the stream lag. Hey, Snowpeep, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm currently talking about how YouTube is absolutely just decimating my anus right now with... God, this is I don't know what it is. I think it's probably because of the vertical format that I'm trying to use, which didn't work, by the way. So for those who are noticing it right now, that it's all like squished, the text is squished. It's not supposed to be like that. It's actually supposed to be 9:16, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was an OBS issue. I don't know if it was a YouTube issue. But for some reason, there was some sort of miscommunication, and now my 9:16 stream has been squished down into a 16:9 screen, and it don't look good. It don't look. I'm glad that I'm not like doing anything substantial here. I'm just talking, just yapping away like I am one to do. I'm kind of confused because I thought my phone probably lagging and couldn't catch on. Oh no! That's not you. That's not you. For once in my life, it's my fault. Now, usually I know when things go bad, it's always the viewer's fault. It's usually always the viewer's fault. It's never usually my fault because I'm perfect in every possible way. But right now, I have to admit that the issue is with me. YouTube just doing its job by by sucking ass. I mean, I guess YouTube does a really good job at that, which by the way, I think I've talked about it before. I don't know if I talked about it on a stream, but what does everybody think about like YouTube trying to change their color to like being a slightly pinkish red? Because that's something that is starting to like it's starting to like pop up on more people. It popped up on me because I guess it was kind of being tested with just like a limited number of users and stuff, and now it's starting to like spread further to more and more people, and I'm one of those people. And now I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's a really weird color because I'm very used to like the the sharp red from YouTube, but now it's just like really soft. And if anything, I think it might actually be sharper in its own way. I don't know. It might just be me. You should stream Shadow Generations. I'd have to purchase it first, and I already have enough like on my plate video game wise as is. I don't know if I'd even be able to get to Shadow Generations in my lifetime. I'm currently trying to play through Resident Evil Village and Demon's Souls, and I haven't really played either of the two. I played a little bit of Demon's Souls yesterday, but I didn't really get anywhere. I was kind of just wandering around trying to like farm and upgrade my weapons and stuff because I'm kind of stuck in one of the areas. I'm in multiple areas, actually. I don't know where to go. I kind of just try to push on and hope that I like make it through a boss or whatever. And like I've gotten to a boss. I've gotten pretty far in the first area, World 1. But I got to the dude who like has a sword and he's like really tall. And whenever he like slices like the air and stuff, he like throws like a wind move at you and it like pushes you and hurts you and stuff. Village is a really good game. I really like it. I had a bit of issues with it, mainly due to the fact that you can't change the FOV, and I think that kind of made everything feel like a little weird, like too zoomed in, and in turn kind of made the controls feel weird because it didn't feel like how it did with Resident Evil 7. I would assume that everything would work the same as 7, but no, they changed some things around, and also they changed like some of the controls too. I've already talked about that, and I don't want to bore anyone else with like the numerous like small little nitpicks that I have with Village, but now I'm starting to really like enjoy it, and I got past the second boss, the doll boss, and then I ended up getting to the one with like the slime, and now I have to like deal with them, but I kind of saved because was that Sunday? I think that was Sunday. Yeah, that's the last time I played it. I saved because I was gonna hang out with my dad and my family, so I couldn't really play that much. And recently, I just haven't really been able to play it that much because I just haven't really had that much time. And usually whenever I'd finish like working on like video stuff, it'd be like at 4 or 3 in the morning. And as of late, I've been really tired whenever I'd get done with like video stuff. So I'd just be like, God, I can't do it. I'd love to play video games, but I just can't. It's finally reached that point. It's so sad that I'm starting to get like too like busy and too tired to be able to properly play video games. It's so sad. I'd see like, I didn't think it would happen to me, but it finally did. I'd see like TikToks about it where like dudes like in their 30s or whatever, which, you know, I'm starting to reach that point soon. They just be like, oh yeah, I'm finally done with work. I finally finished eating. Let me sit down and play some games. And then they like, you know, rev up that PS5. They turn it on. They sit down and they're staring at the menu and they're just like, man, I just can't do it. It's just not the same. And then they just turn off their PS5 and just go to sleep or whatever. They do like their taxes or whatever old people do. I don't know. I should know. I'm an old person. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing? Egg. I'm late. Yes, you are. Now you're going to be punished. Pulls out really large glove shaped like a claw. A claw that belongs to a certain Final Fantasy VII character. Revs up arm, spins it around. I was drawing. Yeah, sure. I just think you didn't really want to join until I was close to ending the stream, and you're just like, damn it, I think he's going to keep going until whatever, until the cows come home. Hold on, you snapped? I snapped what? What did I snap? Like Thanos snap? Like literally snap? I don't think I snapped anything. I'm literally too sleepy and tired right now because I actually joined a visual arts on painting people's faces like designs, and now my classmates wanted us all to practice. That sounds like fun. But yeah, I'm sorry that you're a bit sleepy right now. School really does that. School really does that to us, especially when you do like full-time schooling. Birthday in 2 days. Ooh, birthday. Happy early birthday, dumb user. How old are you going to be? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to say. You don't have to dox yourself. Snap means like cooking when someone says, hold on. Oh, okay. All right. I get it. I understand now. For a moment, I thought you might have meant that, but I was like, huh? Maybe because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard keeping up with the young children's vernacular and stuff. You know, I'm trying my best. That's why I have TikTok installed. So that way I could, you know, I could stay up to date with what children are interested in, because, you know, I'm really interested in what children are into for no particular reason whatsoever. But, you know, I know things like, what's your favorite Rock Band DLC song? Big happy face with 3 smiles. Oh, favorite Rock Band DLC song. Give me a moment. I feel like I could give you an actual solid answer, but I got to think about it for a bit. So DLC song, do we include Rock Band rewinds? If we do, then that might make things a bit more difficult. I know they didn't like release every single like disc song as rewind song for DLC, but that would still make things a bit difficult. But let me see. All right, thank God we have some drop frames so I could actually think for a little bit without trying to entertain. Let's see. Rock Band DLC song. Rock Band DLC song. Come on, frames. Be dropped for just a little bit longer. Damn it. All right, looks like we're back in the game. I know. I'm dropping frames. That's my bad. It's been doing this for the entire stream, and it seems like it happens at like set intervals too. And I think it's because no one has vertical orientation right now, huh? It's not showing up like that. It's not showing up as a vertical like stream or anything. Because I think the reason why it's doing that is because I set up OBS to stream a vertical stream, because I wanted to try that out. I've only done it before, like through, you know, the YouTube mobile app, which, you know, is to be expected since it's a primarily vertical like format. But I just wanted to try it on PC, and it seems like I should have never done so. OBS is telling me that, you know, I should go die or whatever. All kinds of bad things. It's making the stream like lag. It's horrible. It's terrible. I feel bad. I might cry after this. But yeah, I think it's probably because I'm trying to stream vertically. But I'm trying to think about a Rock Band DLC song. There's some really good songs on there. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. There's like over like 3,000 songs. That's a really big ask. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of good songs. I'd probably have to just say like every DLC song that I own is my favorite DLC song. Sonic and Shadow make a new generation of kids. Before I got to the words in the parentheses, I assumed that you're like gonna take it that way, and I was right. I predicted it properly. I'm very smart. But yeah, I haven't even had a chance to really play Rock Band as well. I've been missing out on Rock Band and Fortnite Festival. It makes me feel bad. And the worst thing is that, you know, with Rock Band, if I play it, I could potentially like, you know, make content out of that. You know, I could like record it for like the next Rock Band Iceberg, which, you know, isn't going to come out anytime soon. In fact, other things should probably come out before that because, man, this Silly Billy video is just like sucking up so much time from me, and I haven't really been able to get that much like long form content out. Although with the YouTube Shorts thing, I've been having some like ideas and stuff. I was thinking about doing a longer version of the Persona 3 Baja Blast YouTube short that I did, because I felt like I just didn't have enough time with that one, and I had to like shorten it as much as possible. I want to draw Wolf397 versus Silly Billy. Oh, feel free to do so. But also, wouldn't that be like me versus myself? Although, no, that would basically be me saying that I am Silly Billy, when that's not the case. I am not Silly Billy. We all are. You are Silly Billy. It's like that. It's like the message of Enter the Spider-Verse or whatever. Everyone is Spider-Man. Everyone is Silly Billy. You are all Silly Billy. Whether you want to be or not. And I don't care. If you don't want to be, don't cry to me. Fate chose you, not I. Creator versus the creation. Dude, it's like that one. Dude, it's like the animator versus animation thing where like the guy is like, has anyone ever seen that video? Has anyone ever seen that animation, I should say? It is the coolest thing ever. It's so... Well, nowadays it's probably not as unique, but back then it blew my freaking mind. I think that was one of the biggest inspirations for me as to like why I wanted to do like stick figure animations, because of that video. Even though I knew that like when I was doing those things, I was not like skilled enough to ever even get to that point. I probably could have if I kept at it and I didn't like slack off or whatever. But you know, as a 11-year-old, it's kind of hard for me to not do, because I am one to do that when I'm a child. Do you have any Guitar Hero DLC? I do. I was actually thinking about it. I swear to God, I think I bought the Death Magnetic DLC for Guitar Hero 3, which did end up like transferring over to World Tour. So I bought that DLC. I swear to God, I think I bought it. And I was trying to look it up, even though I know for a fact that I bought it, but you know, memories can be a little hazy and stuff. But I wanted to just check and see if I did buy it, but I couldn't find the history on my Xbox, like on the Xbox website. I was trying to look through like purchase history, but I think it's just because it was so old. I think that came out like in 2008 or 2009 or whatever. It's been a long time, maybe 15 years, maybe more. And yeah, I think that might actually be no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I think I bought 1979 from the Smashing Pumpkins as well. I remember being a real big fan of that song because it was in GTA 4. Not anymore. They took that out, and then they changed the entire Russian radio station for GTA 4. I can't get over that. I heard it's good, but like you can't change the Russian radio station. You can't change Vladivostok FM. That shit is iconic. But yeah, I believe that's the most interesting DLC that I own. I think I remember wanting to get like some Eagles DLC, but I just didn't have any money. I was far too young. I was too young. I was too poor, and I couldn't afford any DLC. So I just have to hope to God that maybe someday I might get like a $20 gift card from my parents. In Too Deep, I forgot the pack name, an MCR pack and the Queen pack and the Pop pack. Damn, you bought like a ton of them. Yeah, I was a little weary about buying Guitar Hero DLC. And the weird thing is that like that weariness was like confirmed because Guitar Hero DLC is a really weird beast. It's like sometimes it'll transfer over to like other games, sometimes it won't. Some DLC doesn't work in like, say you buy DLC that was made for like during the World Tour era, it won't transfer over to like 5 or like Warriors of Rock or what have you. And like, oh God, and the exports were even weirder. There were like Rock Band would have like the occasional song that would not be able to be exported because of licensing reasons or whatever. Maybe they just didn't want to do it. Maybe it was, I know for Rock Band 1, pretty much all of the I think all of the covers didn't transfer over, except for I think Tom Sawyer and Train Kept a Rollin'. But for Guitar Hero, like a ton of them just wouldn't export like over to like the newer games. I don't know why. I guess maybe like Activision was a little stingy when it came to exports and stuff. But yeah, I remember thinking like that's like weird because it's like Rock Band can do it. Why can't you do it? And I remember just putting a lot more effort and attention into Rock Band DLC because of that. DLC was playable in Warriors of Rock. Oh, that's good. That's great. And in fact, even if there is some DLC that doesn't work in like the newer games, you could just, you know, get like a hacked console or something and just, you know, fix it up so that way you can use that DLC. It sucks that you'd have to use mods and stuff, but, you know, that's one way to get around that. Just don't know why they had to do that. It is annoying. It is. And I think that's the reason why I didn't really stick with Guitar Hero. I thought it was so cool when I remember I would play World Tour way more often than I would play Rock Band because I really liked the presentation. I liked how everything was so for the Guitar Hero games, generally they would motion capture all of the songs. So every song would have like a unique like animation for every band member. It would be different from every other song. It would be unique compared to like Rock Band's like stock animations, which look cool, but just the idea and knowing that like every single song is different is so cool. They put a lot more effort into their like songs and their DLCs. Even the DLCs had like unique animations. It's so cool. So cool. And it's one of the reasons I kind of want to try out Definitive Edition, World Tour Definitive Edition, but I don't know if I could really be arsed to try and like get that thing set up. I already have Rock Band 3 Deluxe anyways. But yeah, so annoying, so weird, so awful. Man, Activision, you really dropped the ball. But you know, with Fortnite Festival out and everyone's going crazy for rhythm games nowadays, I think it's probably high time that I was going to say Activision, but I should be saying Microsoft. It's high time that Microsoft comes up with a new Guitar Hero. I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know how it'll happen. If Fortnite Festival is in Fortnite, I have a feeling that they might try and put their competitor, the Fortnite Festival, in it'd be super stupid if they did it, but maybe they might put it into Call of Duty Warzone because that's like their Fortnite analog. That's their like free to play like shooter with like other modes and like skins and all that fun stuff. I could totally see them doing that. It sounds dumb, but it also sounds like something they would totally do. I hope they don't do it. I hope they just make like a standalone Guitar Hero and then just like, you know, just build off of that. But I don't know. Knowing like Activision, they might try and like emulate Fortnite Festival and just put it in like one of their pre-existing games. I think. I might be wrong. If they do though, that means that we'd have some competition. Black Ops 6 is here. And in fact, that's actually a game that I'm really intrigued about because of the way that they changed the movement system. The fact that you pretty much can like strafe in all sprint in all directions is so cool. And it really reminds me of things like Doom and stuff, where like movement is so fast no matter where you're moving. Because with like modern FPS games, you have to kind of like, it's almost like a car where you're like going forward, and then like when you're sprinting and running and you're going forward, you kind of have to like whenever you turn or whatever, you can't like turn on the dime. You have to like turn gradually unless you want to stop and then turn around and then like, you know, go the other way. But with Black Ops 6, they changed that. I feel weird describing it because I don't really care about Call of Duty, but I just think it's really cool that they brought that back. That's something that like these boomer shooters and stuff are really starting to affect the landscape of shooters, it seems, and I'm really happy about that. I hacked my PS3 like a month ago because I don't have the Rock Band export, because as a kid I had no money, so I never bother exporting it. Yeah, same, dude. So I did have the Rock Band export. So for Rock Band, for me, I started with Xbox 360. That's where I was playing Rock Band originally. And then my Xbox broke, and then I gave up on everything Xbox related, and then I ended up getting a PS3. And then Rock Band 3 was barely going to come out, and I was like, I want to buy it. And then I bought it, and then I was like, oh, fuck. Because I didn't have the export for Rock Band 1 anymore. So I had to start everything all over again. But God, if I had the foresight, the knowledge that eventually these exports would like disappear, I probably would have did my darndest to be able to get my parents to buy me like copies of Rock Band 1 and 2 and like Lego and stuff so I could get their exports. But since I didn't, I wasn't able to ever get those songs. So I have technically 2 exports. I have the Rock Band 3 export for PlayStation and the Rock Band 1 export for Xbox. And God, it pains me that I can't use that export, the Rock Band 1 export, because it's on a freaking console that I don't use that much, at least in terms of like Rock Band and stuff. I could have switched over, but it's not worth it. I can't keep splitting. And besides, I have like Rock Band 3 Deluxe, which maybe I might just put that on my PS3 so that way I could have like everything. Because I've been wanting to do like Rock Band like parties. I know I don't have enough friends to be able to do that with, invite people to play like Rock Band and stuff, but it's just a fun idea. It's a fun idea to play around with because you know, now that the rhythm game scene is blowing up tremendously because of things like, you know, Clone Hero, Yarg, Fortnite Festival, there's a lot of like modders and like hardware, like independent hardware manufacturers that are like coming up with some really cool stuff. There's a dude who came up with an alternative to the Rock Band stage kit, which for those who have already watched the Rock Band 1 Iceberg, I already talked about that, but for those who haven't, it's pretty much just a fog machine and light setup made specifically to be used with Rock Band. Like you connect it with your Xbox 360, and then it uses like a bunch of like, I don't know, it syncs the lights and the fog to like the game and stuff, and it's so cool. God, I saw those things in the store too. Why didn't I? God, oh my God. I know I shouldn't beat myself over something like that, but still. Wait for the day Konami brings Gitadora to consoles. The Explorer? Gitadora. Oh, that's the Japanese guitar game, right? Or is that Guitar Freaks? I think there's 2 of them. There's 2, Gitadora and Guitar Freaks, but I think Gitadora is the more popular of the 2. I believe. I might be wrong. I don't really keep up that much with any rhythm games outside of like the Rock Band games and Fortnite Festival, but yeah. I know I've seen it around. I know I played Guitar Freaks for certain. I remember playing that at a round 1, and I got my ass kicked in it because it's definitely something a lot different compared to what we're all used to here in America with Rock Band. I don't get why Green Day export was DLC, but not Lego or 2. I'd probably just have to guess that maybe they like struck up a deal that would let them release it all as DLC as well as export. They probably knew that this would eventually happen where all the exports would expire. So they tried and get that. They tried to get that that deal with that. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing because, you know, even though there is probably an explanation, it's just like, why didn't it happen with everything else? Like you said, like not Lego or 2. Like they have the Rock Band rewinds, but it's not enough. They should have just released everything. I used to have the Rock Band drum set. Oh, I have the Rock Band drum set right here. I got it right here in my my couch. Which, by the way, oh, that's another thing I could talk about. Oh God, Pog Face. Oh, new topic. All right, everybody, who wants to talk about something fun? Eh? What topic do you think I have that is fun? Eh? Any guesses? Any guesses? Any takers? Come on. Whoever gets it right gets a free candy bar with the razor blade in it. Maybe not a razor blade. Those are pretty expensive nowadays. Show me the funnies. I like bass guitars. I like bass guitars too. Dumbs. Dumbs. Sofa freaking. I'm not gonna fuck the sofa, okay? No, I'm not. That's not funny. Egg. Maybe egg. Egg. No, but not murder. No, murder is fun. Murder is definitely a lot of fun. It's very messy though, but not tax evasion. Tax season is not here yet, okay? And do not remind me about tax season because that's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun, especially after this year. No, siree. Did I make it before the end? Yes, you did. I'm still going. Do not worry. Do not worry. I could probably go until midnight or whatever. Not mass genocide. That's happened a few times, and occasionally it would be funny. But, all right, so here's a fun topic that I want to talk about. Not that. That was unexpected. That scared me. But I want to talk about how, because you know how I had that rat issue, and I'm still having that rat issue. Not public indecency. I've already got arrested. I already got arrested for that. I can't do it again. But you know how I had that rat issue in my garage? So because of that, another thing ended up coming from that, and it was just rearranging everything. So I didn't really do like everything, but there was like an area in my garage that had I would assume would be like a haven for rats to like hang out and stuff. And I was right, because when I was like going through that, when I was moving things around to just see if there was like rat like droppings and stuff, there was a ton in that area because there was a lot of spaces, there was a lot of spots. It was like a area where we had a bunch of camping equipment, like sleeping bags and tents and chairs and stuff like that. And there would be a lot of space between all those objects and stuff. And space like that can breed a lot of things like, you know, spiders, bugs, and of course, unfortunately, rats. And in fact, some of them have ripped through like our camping stuff as well. Not all of it, but like there'd be some things like our sleeping bags have like bags for bags, but they would have a bag that would go around like the sleeping bag, and some of them were chewed through, which was never the case. It definitely wasn't chewed through the last time I used them. So yeah, what I had to do was I took all that stuff out, I did some sweeping, and then because I've been doing a bit of rearranging and like decluttering at one of my friends' houses because they kind of needed it. And so I've been using a lot of that experience to put towards my garage, my brother's garage. And I was able to make everything look a lot better. It's way more clean. I don't have any pictures to show, like a before and after or whatever, but trust me when I say that it is way more spacious and there's a lot more room to make use for. And I hope we don't make use for it, because I do like the idea of just having like nice empty space. Because yeah, when I first cleaned that garage, it was really like, it was very bad before I actually got around to like moving things around. Like the first time last year, it was so cluttered, it was so horrible. And then when I finally put some effort to cleaning it, It looked way better, but there was like some areas that I like neglected to work on. And the area where all the rats were was one such area. And so I'm glad that I was able to finally get around to doing that. It's something that I've thought about before. I've thought about like before, like, you know, whenever I go in the garage and get something and I just be like, damn, I really got lazy around that area, huh? Funny rats. And they're not funny. They keep pooping in my garage and that sucks. I don't want to get the Black Plague. I don't need that in my life right now. I mean, it'd be ironic if I had it in my life because I'd be dead, but like, I don't need it. What's your favorite guitar controller? Don't burn me at the stake, but I gotta say it. I think I got it right here. I think the Riffmaster might be my favorite guitar controller. Now I know. It's not a very popular opinion for people to have. It's an opinion that a lot of like casual players have. And that's to be expected because this is a guitar made for the casual players in mind, you know, for them to be able to, it's not like complicated or anything. It's like, you know, nice, straight to the point. It's wireless, which is something that, you know, is very, very useful to have. Also, dude, it's got a freaking, you know, I'd be fine with having like any other guitar controller, but this thing is not only wireless, but it's 2.4G. And it has a headphone jack, which is the single greatest thing that any controller could ever have, especially nowadays. I hope to God that the new Switch, whatever it is, Switch 2, new Nintendo console, whatever, what have you, I hope that the controllers have a headphone jack. If they don't, I'm going to be very mad and very sad. And that's the main reason that I didn't really do like a lot of TV play with my Switch and still won't do, because there's no way for me to output to headphones in a convenient fashion. Like before, when I was playing like SMT5 on my Switch, I would connect. So I bought like this really long like headphone wire, and I'd connect it to my headphones, and then I'd connect that to my TV, and it was just the most inconvenient thing in the world. Like it was the only thing I could do, but I had to do that. And when I have to do that just to like have like, you know, because I also like to, you know, I don't really like to play with like the speakers on or anything. I'm not that kind of like guy. I like to, you know, not annoy people. My favorite is Les Paul. That's a good controller. Love me some Les Paul. I have a PS3 Les Paul, and I remember buying it a long time ago. I found it at a Goodwill for like $5, but for the longest I didn't have a dongle, and then I ended up buying one because it's my first. Hey, I'm same. I think the first one that I had was a Wii Les Paul, which I still had until last year, and I don't know what happened to it. I remember putting it in my parents' garage, and the thing is, I've already told the story. The thing is, with their garage, they like to leave it open sometimes, just for fun. I don't know. It's kind of like how like some old people just be like, back in my day, we used to have the doors unlocked because we didn't have to worry about rapists or whatever. And so I think what happened is someone just walked by, came inside the garage, saw my Wii guitar just hanging out, and then they stole it. It's a shame, but I kind of just, you know, just let it go because I was just like, fuck it. What am I going to do? I'm not going to go like knock on the door of every house and just be like, did someone steal my Les Paul? Do you happen to have a Wii Les Paul? I can't really do that. And at that point, I already had a Guitar Hero 5 controller, which is also one of my favorite guitars. It's just really comfortable. And also, while the Riffmaster might be my favorite guitar controller, the Guitar Hero World Tour and 5 controller, with its star power button being right there where your wrist is, that is like top tier. I don't know why they didn't steal that for the Riffmaster. I don't know why. Everyone has been saying like forever for Rock Band and harmonics and stuff to put the star power, overdrive button where the wrist is at, because why not? It's may as well. It's like the best possible location, but they didn't. And they made it even worse for the Riftmaster by making it the left D-pad to activate star power. You don't like the star power button placement there? What? I'm not going to judge you or anything. Not at all. Everyone has their own personal preferences, but it's like, it's perfectly placed for that, man. How could you not like that? Downright hilarious rats invading your home. It's not hilarious, though. It sucks. It sucks. Having like shit all over your stuff is not fun. It really isn't. I prefer the Les Paul. Les Pales. The Les Pale. I too love the Les Pale. The less pale, the better. I want more melanin in my skin. Thank you very much. But that's just me. I just like having it there because, when I'm strumming, I could just like push my wrist down and I don't have to really like move my fingers around. I'm just strumming. I don't have to do any like strenuous movement or whatever that might make me lose my streak. And for the most part, I do very well with the Riftmaster, but whenever I have to activate star power, that's when things start to get very bad, very, very bad. And that's usually whenever I lose like my streak. If I can't use the tilt mechanic, I have to use the D-pad or whatever I have star power, set to. You're probably the most pale person here. I mean, looking at your profile picture, you look pretty brown to me. If anything, you might be just as brown as I. Actually, that's not true. I might be a bit more brown. But yeah, you're looking pretty tan, my dude. Definitely not pale. Definitely not pale at all. How long have we been streaming for? 1 hour and 7. Oh my god. Okay, well, it's already 9:25. I am feeling a little hungry, and you caught a wolf stream at the worst possible time, Chaos Hero, because I was going to start wrapping it up right now. But don't worry, I'm still here for the time being, so you could get in whatever you want to talk about right now. You'll have a little bit of time to be able to chat with me. But yeah, I think I might start wrapping it up right here because it's getting pretty late, and I feel like this was probably a sufficient amount of time that I've took for like a break and stuff. Why were you talking about crimes earlier? Because I was just, joking. It was just all jokies. It was just all fun stuff. Don't tell him that I actually committed a crime. Dang it. I know. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. What's your favorite form of media? Music, movies, etc.? It's got to be games. Got to be games. Not because I'm a gamer, but who am I kidding? It is because I'm a gamer. I love video games. I forgot who said it. I'm pretty sure it's been like repeated and parroted for forever. But games are like the combination of everything media related. You got movies with cutscenes. You got music with soundtrack. And you have something that other media usually doesn't have unless you're creating said media, is the interaction portion with video games. And I feel like that's why I find it to be my favorite form of media, even though it's probably one of the, that's not true. I interact with movies less than anything. I used to be a big movie head, a big cinema fan, but I fell off tremendously. Mario Maker 2, I love interacting with rabid animals. Wait, in Mario Maker 2 or just like IRL? But yeah, that's me. I'm a big game fan. Yep, the lag is coming in. Oops, I'm very sorry about that. Fucking hell. But it looks like we might be in the clear? No? Yes. Oh, thank God. And that's one thing I'm going to have to remember. Here, let me fix vertical fuck, I cannot spell to save my life. Ugh. I'm doing this all with one hand, by the way. Don't laugh at me. I'm gonna have this pinned so that way I can remember before I leave to fix the issue with OBS, and that is I'm trying to do a vertical stream, but it's not working out, and I think I might be wrong, but I think that's where a lot of the lag is coming from. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream right now. I know. It's Wolf tradition to be like, taken off track and like talking about other things. But if there is anything that anyone needs to talk about before I leave, any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to talk about your favorite Guitar Hero controller or your favorite form of media, then please speak now or forever hold your peace. I actually finished drawing during the stream this time. What? No way. You're going to have to send that to me so that way I could post it on my Instagram. JK. What's the other hand doing? It's currently holding my microphone. I do not have a mic stand right now. I also don't have a desk. I'm just currently using 2 TV trays, one for my keyboard and mouse and another for my monitor, as well as like my phone and like my coaster and stuff. It's a very jank ghetto setup, but it's all I got right now. Money's a little hard to come by at the moment, and also I don't really have the space to have a desk. So yeah. Maybe I might post a picture of it. I know there's been like pictures that I've posted on like Instagram and stuff that show like what my desktop could potentially look like, but I don't know if like people could get like the proper idea, because I usually try to zoom in so that way people can't see my my desktop setup. Video games are the ultimate piece of media. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Spenva. I was talking about that. It really is the ultimate combination, but just because it is the ultimate combination doesn't mean it is the best form of media. But I personally believe it to be the best form of media because, I don't know, that's just me. I just like it a lot. I just love video games. I'm just a gamer. I'm sorry. I'm just very biased towards my video games, even though I don't really play them that much. That's my fault, though. I got to try and make more time for that. Hopefully I could do that soon. Hopefully I could get back to Resident Evil Village. I feel like I'm getting close to the end, but yeah, we'll have to see. Games can be plays. I need melodrama games. I don't care what y'all say. We do. We need every type of game. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other games that haven't even been created yet. There's so many ideas that are just floating around in everyone's heads, floating around in the collective conscious that are just waiting to be made. And I'm pretty sure eventually soon they will be. Recently got a new lead for my dog, and I don't know how to put this shit on. Maybe inside of their butt? I don't know. Or lead. Do you mean lead? If it's lead, then you might have to put it in their bloodstream somehow. I don't know how. Generally, what I would usually do whenever I try to put lead in my body is I would accidentally give myself a cut, accidentally, quote unquote. And then I would take the pencil and then I would just break the lead and then I would just like, rub it into my cut. That way I could get the lead inside of me. So maybe you could try and do that with your dog. Just like, cut them like, that sounds horrible. I meant the harness. Oh, okay. Well, definitely don't cut your dog. Definitely don't do that. That's not a good thing. And definitely do not put lead inside of them. Not at all. How many Nirvana shirts do you own? 0, which is coincidentally the amount of time that I have right now for the stream. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, morning, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. I hope it's a good one. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to God that I could figure out what the heck is wrong with OBS. My Lord. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Leafers. Bye, Spenva. Rodrigo. Jeff. Dumb User. Who else am I missing? Gamer Kid? Paypin? Chaos? Chaos Control! Chaos Control. Chaos Control. Why so aggressive to me? I'm not aggressive. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're just trying to make stuff up. You're trying to make it like a mountain out of a molehill or something. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't even being aggressive. I just said it normally. What you're talking about? It's weird. On the serious though, on the real. Bye. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Bye. I stop stream now. Bye. angry face.